Gareth, why are you backing Kemi? Why has she got your votes?
Well, Kemi is somebody that I've known for a number of years. We sat on the London Assembly together some years ago. She's advanced rapidly here in Parliament. The reason I'm primarily voting for her, I think she's got a really fresh perspective on things.
So thank you very much. Is the MP for Orpington, and delighted to say Gareth joins us down the line now from Westminster. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. A very sunny Westminster this afternoon, like most of the country. Gareth, why are you backing Kemi? Why has she got your votes?
Well, Kemi is somebody that I've known for a number of years. We sat on the London Assembly together some years ago. She's advanced rapidly here in Parliament. The reason I'm primarily voting for her, I think she's got a really fresh perspective on things. She really understands what she believes and why she believes it. And she is completely fearless in terms of expressing her views. And I think she throws a fresh light on this election, and I think she's a really good candidate for this election.
And she's got the backing of Michael Gove and others. There's been much talk, though, about what she's standing on. She says she wants to set us free by telling people the truth. What does that mean?
Well, I think that there's a terrible temptation to believe that the government should do absolutely everything, should get in the way and make your mind up for you. She's not prepared to do that. She wants government to slim down what it does, do fewer things but do them better, and tell them the truth about these things. And I think that is a fresh approach that is very much a necessary one and a welcome one.
In saying that, many people will point out that she served as a minister, but she's never been in cabinet. It is a big step up, isn't it, to go not just as leader of the Conservative Party, but directly into being Prime Minister. Are you confident, she's got the political nous, the experience to do that?
Well, Kemi is actually, this has been said a lot, but Kemi actually she's 2 years older than David Cameron was when he took over as leader of the Conservative Party. She's been in 4 different ministerial positions. She's got experience across Whitehall, and she's attracting support across the parliamentary party. She's also very popular with the general public, or the party membership. So I think Kemi actually has an awful lot to offer. And I think she has a freshness as well, which perhaps one or two of the other candidates perhaps don't have. And I think she has a lot to add.
And there's lots of talk about kind of the culture wars, and Kemi's been asked about this in the past. Are you comfortable with some of the positions that she's taken in regards to trans issues and such like?
Well, Kemi takes the view that trans people have to be respected, that people born with a penis are men, and that single-sex spaces need to be respected and women's rights need to be respected. And I think that is something that you have to value. And quite honestly, I think the way that Kemi faces these things and the honesty with which she pursues them, I think says an awful lot for her, because some of the debate around these things are very, very toxic, and Kemi doesn't bow away from that.
Are you comfortable, though, with how the race, in many ways, is playing out at the moment? I mean, we've seen kind of lots of rumours and suggestions and skullduggery effectively in the papers, haven't we, against some of the other candidates? Seems that maybe some of number 10 have been briefing against Rishi Sunak. Is your fear that this actually could become a very, very divisive election for the Conservative Party?
Well, elections, by their very nature, in any democracy, will involve a certain amount of debate. But the problem is, what we shouldn't do is start personally attacking each other. Because at the end of the day, somebody is going to win this election, and it's vital that the Conservative Party then unite behind that person for the good of the country. So I think personal briefings against other candidates is something that I don't want to see in this election. I think honest debate is a good thing. That's healthy in any democracy, but personal attacks on people really is not something we should be doing.
There is a chap who is shouting in the background, as you say, one of the joys of living in a democracy. He is calling, though, obviously for the Conservatives to be out. That is his view, but he's also calling for a general election. The Labour Party also calling for a general election. Is it fair, again, to change Prime Minister with only a very small minority of people getting to decide who all of our new Prime Minister is going to be?
Well, constitutionally, what's actually happening is that the Conservative Party is changing its leader. The Queen will send for... But people forget that Boris Johnson has not resigned as Prime Minister. He has resigned as leader of the Conservative Party. So what will then happen is that the Queen will send for the leader of the largest party, who can command a majority in the House of Commons, and ask them to form a government. Now, constitutionally, that's perfectly proper. Winston Churchill was not appointed with a general election. He wasn't even leader of the Conservative Party, actually, when he became Prime Minister. He became Conservative leader sometime after he became Prime Minister. So we're following a well-established constitutional convention.
OK, Gareth, because of that, that protester in the background, we're going to leave it there, but thank you for persevering through that. Much appreciated. As you said, the joys of living in a democracy.
Okay,
everyone's
nice
entitled to the views. Gareth, thank you very much indeed. That's Gareth Bacon there joining us, the MP for Orpington, who's back.